Evan Neal is your favorite right now for first overall pick.
You can bet on the draft. Definitely.
I guess, the Jaguars are going to have to protect Trevor Lawrence?
I think the Bengals made that kind of an obvious parent thing, yeah.
So go ahead and just get somebody to protect your quarterback.
Rich and Chris.
That leaves the Lions open to whichever pass rusher they want.
Aiden Hutchinson, baby. Let's go.
Guys, I was thinking about this yesterday, just randomly, because I was looking at, I think, Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft and saw who the Jags picked, and I looked and I said, that makes sense. Last year with the Bengals, talked about should they draft the lineman, should they draft Chase? They drafted Chase. Do you think the Bengals, had they drafted the lineman, would still have made it to the Super Bowl?
No.
Chase was an absolute reason as to why they made the Super Bowl.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but
it's amazing. It's an excellent point that you bring up here. Is that
I'm trying to make up for the bad point I had earlier.
No. It's an interesting. It's fascinating because it was without a doubt when the Bengals made the playoffs and won the division. It was without question they made the right decision taking Jamar Chase. Look at what he did. He was the offensive rookie of the year. He gave the offense a whole different gear. He would be running away from defenses in games that were crucial to winning the division against the Ravens. He torched the Ravens and helped Burrow torch the Ravens to the tune of 525 yards passing in that Week 15 win that put them on the precipice of clinching the division, which they did the next week against the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Or that was a Week 16 win that led to the Week 17, and then Week 18, Burrow and everyone rested, and they made the playoffs. And then you saw Chase perform very well in the playoffs. He broke all of Chris Collinsworth's records, and the concept was, he was a crucial part of getting the Bengals to the Super Bowl, despite Burrow being beaten up. 9 sacks against Tennessee. And that Burrow and McPherson and their ice in the veins and the legs and the arms was the reason why they were there. And then now the whole idea after they made the Super Bowl and lost in it with Chase open at the end of the game and Burrow couldn't get to him because Donald was sacking him. Brings to mind that cartoon meme that we brought up leading up to the draft that we saw. Somebody was saying the Bengals' choice in the draft, and it's Burrow throwing to his receiver because the guy
as a lineman
they drafted was blocking for him. He's upright. And then the other one was Burrow sacked
with the receiver
open.
Yeah.
And that was the meme. And Burrow sacked with the receiver open, and Chase was the final play of the Bengals' offensive season. It's what happened. But it happened in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay? It didn't happen like weeks 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 18 that led them to have another lost season with their recovered from knee surgery quarterback. But it's kind of wild that they had both, right? That they had Chase, they had Burrow to chase, and I think for years to come, that is going to be a dynamic combination because it was dynamic when Burrow had trouble being protected to hit that line hard during the offseason.
Yeah, exactly. They made it this far without an offensive line. Imagine when they kind of do what the Chiefs did and load up to protect their guy, Burrow, this offseason in the draft.
Which is why I'm buying
the Bengals
next year? Bengals for a long time, even though, who is that? Trent Dilfer said, I don't like their bigs.
That was confusing.
I don't like their bigs at all. And, I'm looking at what the Bengals have for cap space coming up, and they're 4th on the list. His number 1 is the guy we just hung up with, $60 million in free agency.
Yeah, Dolphins are going to be players.
They have the most cap space to spend. Jaguars are 2nd. Chargers 3rd. Yeah. Bengals 4th. Jets 5th. That's your top 5 in cap space. Bengals can go out and tell whoever's the best offensive lineman free agent,
go.
You want to block for Joe Burrow, and then picking 31st overall, they can get themselves a terrific offensive lineman, I'm sure.
Yep.
By the way, I just said the words, the Bengals choosing 31st overall.
Yeah.
That's what I just said, those words.
Crazy.
So
30 picks higher than
it's kind of funny that meme, right? That meme that we were talking about. About, of course you have to draft Penei Sewell because that's what it was, right? It was like receiver X was open because Burrow was being blocked, protected by Sewell, and the other choice was Chase, was Burrow on his butt. Burrow on his butt, and the wide receiver open was Chase. And that was the last play of the Super Bowl.
Bananas.
But the key words of the sentence was of the Super Bowl. And the reason why those key words exist is because Chase was drafted.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's really nuts.
It really is.
Yes.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.